What is going on, everybody? How's it going? Welcome to the Geek Uprising episode something or other. I don't remember. Um, Let me fix my beanie here for those of you that can see. Um, so yeah, Daredevil, the Born Again Disney Plus episode. We're streaming right now on Twitch, YouTube, um, and I think X and Kick. So thanks for everyone that's watching, viewing, all that good stuff. Oh, and YouTube. We're also streaming there too. Um, so yeah, Daredevil Born Again. Um, Episodes 1 and 2 dropped yesterday. What's today? The 5th. So the 4th. Yeah. No, today's the 6th. I'm sorry. It was the 4th on Tuesday. I couldn't do anything because I was working, and then I had to work a little bit yesterday. Just finished the first 2 episodes of Daredevil, Born Again on Disney Plus. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. Really great. Just to see returning characters, new characters, old characters. Um, to me, it keeps the spirit of the Netflix series alive and well, but also, I guess, lighting it up a tiny, tiny bit. Um, it wasn't so dark as it was on the Netflix series, which I had a big problem with. Um, you can actually, see the characters now. I know they're going for that Frank Miller, Daredevil esque. Um, what do you call it? I guess ambiance, I should say. But they're doing a different take a little bit here. They're inserting a little bit Frank Miller and going in the direction of, let me see here. I forget who the major run was after Frank Miller and Daredevil. Let me see here. Looking up on my computer here. Bendis. Here we go. Bendis and Malieve. I think that's what they're doing here too. A little bit of Mark Waid. Um, with Born Again. Um, Inserting Frank Miller stuff there, here and there, and then just uh, putting in the Bendis stuff. Um, so yeah, it's very very good, very very well choreographed. The fight scenes are great. Uh, it was really really cool. Um, Yeah, you know, Charlie Cox is Daredevil, is Matt Murdock. He does that fantastically well. I know there's been like 4 Daredevils. I just found out. There was one in the 1960s, never made it to TV syndication, and then there's one in the 70s, I believe, and then we had, um, Ben Affleck as Daredevil, who I enjoyed a lot, and then now we have Charlie Cox as Matt Murdock and, Devil of Hell's Kitchen. So really, really cool. He does a fantastic job. It's Foggy Nelson's there. I don't remember his name. Foggy Nelson, the blonde chick that kind of did stuff in the Netflix series, kind of didn't. She's there too. Um, but obviously the ones that steal the show, excuse me, who everybody is whatchamacallit, rooting for is obviously Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio. Their screen chemistry is fantastic. It's what drives the show, honestly. And these 2 episodes, Vincent D'Onofrio, fantastic, fantastic.
Oh, good.
And we just got a follow, Henry Jonka. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much. That's very nice. Um, so yeah. Uh, I will add you on Discord down the road after this, probably. Who knows? Um, but yeah, Vincent D'Onofrio, uh, Charlie Cox basically run the entire uh, Daredevil show so far. We get introduced to White Tiger, um, really cool character. Don't really know much about him. He just has I guess, his White Tiger suit being a vigilante and his magical medallion that he wears. Um, and there's hints, not hints, but like Easter eggs and stuff, meant name drops. You got the Punisher, and you got Spider Man, obviously Daredevil, by Vincent D'Onofrio's Wilson Fisk, and I'm not going to spoil like major like plot points or anything, but it shows in the trailer. Fisk is running to become mayor of New York. So that's a comic book run, Daredevil run, um, for everybody to read, which I probably will. Um, but a lot of people are speculating, um, what's going to be happening. They're speculating and all that stuff. So first two episodes really really good, really great reintroduction to Daredevil. Um, but yeah, solid like 9 out of 10 for the first episode, and 9 out of 10 on the second. Um, So we're gonna have to wait and see this third episode. One of my friends told me that 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 are absolutely wild from what she's heard. So I'm really excited to see that. Um, but yeah, Daredevil Born Again, Disney, you did it right. This has gone through rewrites after rewrites after rewrites, not getting the tone of the Netflix series, going a completely different direction because it's Disney. And I'm glad Kevin Feige. I think what he did was terminate a lot of the writers and just hired the people that wrote the Netflix series. If I'm not mistaken, if I am, then I am. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, so far, really, really great start. I can't wait for episode 3. I think it's going to be great. We got a hint of the new Punisher logo. Um, so that's really cool. But yeah, obviously, I'm hoping that Frank Castle shows up in episode 3. And honestly, what I'm hoping for his character, since it's been quite some time since we've seen him, I'm hoping for the season finale. This is what I'm hoping for. And I doubt it's going to happen, but what the hell? I'm hoping that for the season finale of Daredevil, um, Frank Castle becomes Cosmic Ghost Rider. I have his first appearance in my comics. I have his omnibus, which is like right here. If you don't know what an omnibus is, hold on. For those of you that are watching, this is an omnibus right here. Cosmic Ghost Rider omnibus, still sealed. Every single issue that has to deal with Cosmic Ghost Rider in his run. Yeah, really, really cool. I can't wait to read this, honestly. I also have Spider Gwen, the omnibus. So yeah, very, very cool. Got back into omnibus collecting. Excuse me. Got back into omnibus collecting, so I'm very happy about it. Expensive, but it's worth it. But yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. Frank Castle becoming Ghost Rider Cosmic Ghost Rider at the very end, with everything that has to do with Secret Wars, Doomsday. The sky's the limit now that everything is under one house at the MCU, and I'm hoping the MCU corrects ship, kind of, which I think they will. They're doing a great job with Daredevil, obviously, which I've said. Now we just got to get that Spider-Man and Daredevil team up. That's what I want. That's what everybody else wants, I think, in the comic community, because that'd be cool. Because Spider-Man is no longer Tony Stark's protege. Speaking of Secret Wars and Doomsday, we have concept art that quote unquote leaked, of the movie. And Please note it is concept art. Let me put that up here on the screen here. Da, da, da. And it looks fantastic, honestly. We have to say blah 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 blah. So obviously we have obviously it's concept art. So that it's just a concept. It's not going to be in the film or directly of the film because I know everybody's got their meat out, probably saying, "Oh my god, this looks fantastic! Oh my god, this is going to be great in the movie." No, it's probably not going to be in the movie. Hence concept art. But yeah, Doctor Doom, World Leader Doom, I should say, looks awesome in it. And here we have Evil Doctor Strange. What I'm looking at, I mean, you can find this online, guys. No worries. I don't know who the blonde girl is. That might be. Well, this is Reed Richards, from what I was told, and Sue Storm, I think, is over here. And the next one we have White Vision, which we haven't seen since the end of WandaVision. I guess he gains. When I understand, he gained all of the other Vision's memories, from what I understand, and is now, regular White Vision. He's with Peter Quill here, sitting back, chilling. Really, really cool. Excuse me. Excuse me. And then the next panel here we have Hulk, who actually looks like Hulk finally, and we have She-Hulk, which actually looks like an awesome She-Hulk. And then we have Scar, his son, looking like, actual Scar. None of that BS that was in She-Hulk, because that was garbage. She-Hulk was okay for a couple episodes. But yeah. And then next we have a variant of Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman's character. Obviously, he passed, and now it's a different actor. I don't know who this is, but many people are saying, Denzel Washington is going to play him, or he's going to be a villain in Black Panther 3, if they're still going with it. But who knows? But yeah, he looks really cool. He has the cape and everything, which I don't think he had in Black Panther 1. I don't think he had the cape in Black Panther 1. I think his dad had the cape, or his grandfather had the cape, but I think he chose not to wear it in the first movie. And obviously, passing of Chadwick Boseman in Black Panther 2, they had to do what they had to do. It was a good movie. I enjoyed it a lot. It was choppy here and there, but yeah, I enjoyed it. It was cool. But yeah, everybody's waiting on Doom. What I would love to see, which I know it's not going to happen probably, but you never know. I want Doom to rip out Thanos' spine, like in the comics, because that would be freaking dope as hell. We all know Robert Downey Jr. is going to be Doom, so I'm excited for it. I think he's a great actor. He'll do a villain role really great. If you haven't seen, oh god, what was that movie that he was in? He played a villain. It was about the atomic bomb. Christopher Nolan directed it. Shit. I'm gonna have to look it up. Hold on. Thank God for computers. Movie. Oppenheimer. That's it. Oppenheimer. Check out Oppenheimer. Because Robert Downey Jr. plays a really great villain in it, and obviously, Doom is a really complex villain. I know he seems one-dimensional in the Fantastic Four movies and all that, but yeah, he's really great. He's a really fantastic, complex villain. So apparently Robert Downey Jr. is writing his own backstory. Blah 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 blah. I think he's going to make a cameo appearance in Fantastic Four. So we'll see. I think he might be the end credit scene because everybody for Fantastic Four, everybody wants to see Galactus. I am really excited to see Fantastic Four and what they bring because the trailer was awesome. I saw the trailer, the concept trailer at Comic Con last year, and you didn't really need to show me anything else after that. It was freaking awesome. But obviously they showed the other trailer a couple months ago, so I'm really stoked about it. The thing looks great. The thing looks really great. Comic accurate. Um, but yeah, I think he's going to be a standout in the film. And obviously Galactus. Finally seeing him in live action. Uh, Not a cloud. You know. Uh, so I'm super hyped about that. I'm also super hyped about Superman. And I know I talked about this on the last podcast, last episode that I did. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to Superman. I did not see Captain America: Brave New World. I'm gonna wait for that to come out on Disney Plus, and I'll just pre-order the Blu-ray. Um, so yeah, wasn't really too into it. Going to see it. After all the everybody said, "Oh, it's an okay movie. It's like the Marvels," which I really enjoyed actually. But nah, just really didn't do it for me, and everything was spoiled for me on YouTube, which sucks. So I just like, well, whatever, no worries. So yeah, that's with Doom. Going back to Doom, he's going to be a powerhouse, I think, and with the way I think it's going to go with Peter Parker recognizing him, you know, it's going to be hard for Pete for Spider Man, because I think that's what Spider Man 4 is going to be about. It's between it's because Spider Man 4 is set in between I think Doomsday and Secret Wars, right? Let me see. From what I understand, with the release dates, I can't spell worth shit. Those are images. Okay, according to Daniel Richmond, Spider-Man 4 is basically being developed as a direct sequel to Avengers Doomsday that will bridge the gap between the 2026 film and the 2027 film Avengers Secret Wars. Okay, so they're basically doing what they did with Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame, only better. Um, because we saw Carol Danvers at the tail end, the after credit scene. Wait, was it the after credit scene? Shit. I'm trying to remember now because Miss Marvel was set between Infinity War and Endgame, but it was a prequel. So yeah, I don't think Spider-Man 4 is obviously going to be a prequel. I'm hoping it's going to be street level because I want him to verse Kingpin with Daredevil. That's what everybody wants, honestly. So we'll see what happens with that. But I think he's gonna show, Doom is gonna show himself, and maybe he'll get the power from the Beyonder, and transport him to Battle World. But there's also a rumor that I've heard that Scarlet Witch is, who quote unquote died, is going to be transporting everybody to Battle World. Who knows? Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, I'm excited for the next couple of years of films. Marvel, DC. I think DC is speaking of DC. I think DC is on the right track with James Gunn. He's had a successful run with Marvel. I think he's going to do great with Superman. and all of his projects. Because I finished Creature Commandos. If you haven't watched Creature Commandos on HBO Max, you should. It's really, really great. It's funny. The music is hit and miss for me, honestly. But other than that, great show. Great show. And I can't wait for season 2. All the actors, they do a great job in it. So yeah, it's bloody. There's NSFWs in it. Obviously not safe for work. Yeah, but storyline's great, acting's great. Check it out. Let's see what else do we have on the agenda for news of geekery. We got a superhero hype. That's right. I'm using old school technology. Oh, speaking of Avengers, this came to me today, and I forgot to talk about it. Avengers Doomsday, and Secret Wars. The run times that are being like talked about by the Russos. Avengers Doomsday is going to be about 2.5 hours, while Avengers Secret Wars is going to be 3 hours. That's pretty much what Infinity War and Endgame. So very, very cool. And yeah, so Robert Downey Jr. is writing his own backstory for Avengers Doomsday. So I'm hoping he looks at the comics. Yeah. And then apparently Millie Bobby Brown's going to be in the Doomsday. So, oh wow. Okay. Well, you know what? Good for her. If she's in Avengers Doomsday, good for her. I think that's going to be great. She's a fantastic actress. Yeah, everything. Yeah, everything was looking Daredevil, Spider-Man 4 will be a direct sequel. And so I have a gripe with Marvel Comics now. So I guess they're replacing Scott Summers, Cyclops, with Miss Marvel in an event for the Phoenix Saga. If you don't know what that is, it's a really, really great story by Chris Claremont that y'all should read. I don't know why they're doing this. It was Giant Size X-Men #1 that introduced all this stuff. Yeah, okay, so here it is. Okay, it's an reality altering superhero team, Legion. And Kamala Khan. They're redoing Giant Size X-Men #1. And then Kamala Khan is thrown significantly more into peril, and she's thrown in alongside Jean Grey during the Dark Phoenix saga. We'll see how it is. And then, speaking of Spider-Man news, and I know I'm going back and forth. I'm sorry, I don't have like a list. I should have a list of what to talk about. It just popped into my head. Oscar Isaac, who is a phenomenal actor, apparently in Secret Wars, he is playing about 4 or 5 characters. And let me look it up on my phone because I screenshot it. Because, it's important. At least to me. Let me see here. Okay, so it says Live Warrior Insider confirms that Apocalypse, remember Apocalypse, will be in Avengers Secret Wars. And not only that, but it will be replayed by Oscar Isaac. They're saying Apocalypse will look different and rule a territory in Battle World. So he's playing Apocalypse. Okay, it's going to be 3 characters he's playing. I'm sorry. And those 3 characters are Apocalypse, Moon Knight, and Spider-Man 2099. If that is true, we're getting our first live action Spider-Man 2099, and I am all for it. I love Spider-Man 2099. Fantastic character. Really great character. So happy he's getting the recognition he deserves. Because to me, I think he's a really low-key Spider-Man character. But if that's true for Oscar Isaac to do, that's going to be fantastic. I mean, I know he played 5 different characters in Moon Knight. So it's going to be really interesting to see how he pulls this off, which I think he will, because I'm going to be fucking giddy as hell when I see a live action Spider-Man 2099. If that happens, they could bring in Miles Morales finally. Now, I don't know if it's going to be Shamik Moore with all the crap he's been doing, but, they'll find an actor, I'm sure. I've always rooted for Shamik. I think he should have been the live action Spider-Man, but I don't know because, well, excuse my language, but he's fucking things up, which is why Beyond the Spider-Verse hasn't come out yet. And Across the Spider-Verse was what, 2022? 2023, give or take? And we're not going to see it. We're not going to see Beyond the Spider-Verse until I heard probably 2029, which is total bullshit. Total bullshit. Unless Marvel decides to make a comic, like they do. Oh, well, we didn't get the movie done, but hey, it's a comic. This is what could have happened. Which I hope they don't. I really want to see Beyond the Spider-Verse. And I hope that Shamik Moore gets his shit together. But who knows? We'll see. But yeah, I'm super excited I think everybody's super excited for Secret Wars. Honestly, it's going to be one big, huge freaking thing. Just having tons of characters on screen that we've wanted on screen. Obviously, we got Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine, which he's going to be doing more. I think he signed a 10-year contract. And I heard there's been rumors going around, which I hope they're true, that his Wolverine and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man are going to have a really big arc in Secret Wars. And I'm hoping to God one of the Spider-Man does the famous spider pose that was in Secret Wars #8 with the black costume. Either Tom Holland. We've already seen Tobey Maguire with the black suit. So I'm hoping Andrew Garfield or Tom Holland get the black suit and do the famous pose that's on the cover of Secret Wars #8. So we'll see what happens. I think with Secret Wars they're going to combine both series into one movie, like take little bits from the original and then the rebooted one, not reboot, but was it the 2023 run? Let me see here. I can't spell today. Secret Wars comic series. I forget which one it was. Okay, that's not it. Okay, by Jonathan Hickman. So, What year was this though? So we got Secret Wars in the 80s. Secret Wars 2. Okay, here we go. And then we got Secret Wars 2, which is the sequel. And believe it or not, Secret Wars, the first one was just they wanted to sell toys, and it just became like a huge crossover thing. Everybody loved it, and which paved the way for all these Marvel crossover events. Okay, so 2015 was come on, was Jonathan Hickman's run, and in it, Reed Richards becomes, who's he become? I forget. God. He becomes, let me look it up. I forget. I apologize. The Maker, that's it. It's a simple freaking word, and I can't even fucking say it. Yeah, he becomes the Maker, which is basically a villain. Badass villain. So, we might see that in Secret Wars. We might see it in Fantastic Four. Like droplets of it, of him becoming the Maker. But I think the way Galactus is being set up, I think he's just attacking their Earth because of Franklin Richards. And if you don't know Franklin Richards, the dude can create universes. Obviously, the son of Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards, and Sue Storm Richards. So we'll see what happens with that one. Like I said, I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be fantastic. No pun intended. Well, yes, pun intended, because the Fantastic Four have been crapped on, honestly, by the studios. Fox was okay. I did enjoy the trailer from the 1994 movie. Excuse me, tired. And then we had Fan Four Stick, which everybody knows that was a piece of garbage. So yeah, just having all these characters on screen is going to be nuts. And obviously with Daredevil having a new home at Disney Plus and everything like that, he's going to be great in Secret Wars. So it's going to be very, very interesting. But yeah, anyway, guys, this is going to be a short podcast. I hope everybody had a fun time. I'll be live streaming again in a few moments. Going to be playing some Call of Duty. So yeah, I tried out that Avengers or Marvel Rivals. I didn't care for it. I didn't really care for it. I'll probably delete it off my Xbox. But yeah, all right, guys. I'll see you all later in a bit, and we'll be playing COD Black Ops 6. Toodles.